everyone, my name is Laquisha Taylor and I am a pre-K teacher at Central Elementary School. Today I will be doing a presentation to discuss the importance of phonological and phonemic awareness, how they relate to literacy development, and how reading development relates to early literacy skills. I will also give examples of small group activities for these literacy skills, including print concepts, letter naming, vocabulary, listening, speaking, and comprehension. Phonological awareness plays a critical role during the early years because these skills set the foundation for reading success. When children develop the skills that allow them to hear and manipulate sounds within word structure, they develop phonological awareness. Phonemic awareness is when children can blend single sounds into words as well as separate sounds that make up a word. First, I will be discussing how phonological awareness relates to literacy in young children. Phonological awareness relates to early literacy skills through phonics by teaching children how to use rhyming words and how to count number of syllables in their name. It also involves noticing alteration, which means how sounds repeat themselves. An example of alteration is words such as fish and physics, Kim and cane. Although they do not sound alike, they both have the same consonant, and that is normal when it comes to alteration words. Phonemic awareness relates to early literacy skills because it requires readers to understand how letters represent sound and provide different ways for children to distinguish sound and learn new words. For example, the word mat and bat are two different words, but they are both rhyming words with the same sound. Now, I'm going to discuss how early reading development relates to early literacy skills and give you a description of each skill. Early literacy is learning about language, sounds, and words, which are building blocks for print concepts, letter naming, vocabulary, phonological awareness, listening, speaking, and comprehension. Print concept relates to children's understanding of how print works through reading. And an example of print concept is a teacher asking questions such as, show me the front of this book. Point to the words while I read the text in this book. This can also be done through one-on-one assessment, which is normally given at the beginning of the school year and during the middle of the school year. Letter naming relates to early literacy through alphabet knowledge. This is when children are familiar with upper and lowercase letters, when they are able to identify letters in their name, and when they can correspond sounds and eventually write tasks of those letters that they learn. Vocabulary relates to early literacy skills through when children can use the words they hear and connect them to the words they see in the print. Phonological awareness relates to literacy skills through phonics, where children can identify sounds that includes rhyming words and blending words. Listening relates to early literacy because children must be able to develop listening skills before they can understand and produce words and use them effectively. Speaking relates to early literacy is because when children acquire the necessary reading skills that improves vocabulary, they develop effective communication. And communication is everything when it comes to reading. Comprehension relates to early literacy through children developing skills to decode words and understand text. And also, guys, if they have acquired these skills by 3rd grade, they will more than likely become successful readers throughout their adulthood. Again, these early literacy skills are building blocks for helping students learn how to read. Lastly, I will discuss a small group activity for each literacy skill and how I will modify instruction to meet the needs of students with exceptional needs. First, I'm going to talk about print concept. With this activity for my advanced students, I will use a book and have them use their finger to show me which way I go as I read the text. For my students with exceptional needs, I will have them clap out the syllables as we read the words. Letter naming activity. With this activity, I will have my advanced students write the letters in their name on a laminated sheet. And for my students with exceptional needs, I will let them do letter matching using cookie sheets and magnetic letters. My vocabulary activity. For my advanced students, I would give them a list of words and have them move the words into groups by their sound. For my students with exceptional needs, we will have a scavenger hunt and walk around the classroom and find familiar words that we have talked about during the week or maybe read in a story. For my phonological awareness activity, my advanced students, I will use sensory materials such as cereal and rice and put rhyming pictures in it and have them pull out picture cards to find two words that rhyme. For my students with exceptional needs, I will provide picture cards and let them match the pictures to the words that rhyme with the pictures. For my listening activity, for my advanced students, I will have them listen to a story on the computer and then I will have them tell me about the story or something that they can relate to in the story. For my students with exceptional needs, for the listening activity, I will give them an instrument and ask them to tell me what sound those instruments make. My speaking activity, with this activity for my advanced students, I would let them pair in groups of 2 and talk about a story we read. For the students with exceptional needs, I would work with them using position words. For example, I would say, the color is red. And then I would have them say, like, tell me something that is red. For my comprehension activity, my advanced students, I would use letter magnets and let children rearrange the words to make nonsense words. For my students with exceptional needs with this activity, I would provide picture cards and have them guess what the first letter of the word is to the picture. In closing, when parents and teachers share responsibilities to help their children meet educational goals, it leads to successful student outcomes. I hope you all enjoyed this presentation and thank you for listening.